Welcome to part 3 of our Holland America Oosterdam, Malta Aegean Jewels vlog series. In this episode we spend 2 days in Malta, we see what the capital Valetta has to offer, we do a coach tour of the island and give you a full tour of Deck 2, which houses most of the bars and entertainment venues on this lovely little ship.
Right then, we are in Malta, our first time cruising to Malta, and we're here for an overnight, which is very exciting.
It is very exciting, and you're going to be very excited when you see the scenery outside, because I have to say, it's pretty darn spectacular.
It is. Come and look at this. How awesome is that?
I didn't really have an idea of what I was expecting, but it certainly wasn't this.
And I think a lot of the city's actually behind us on the other side of the ship. So we're going to go and grab some food, and we are going to explore Valetta.
We are. Hopefully there will be something behind us, because I don't know how we're going to get off house.
Sure there is. So let's go and explore. Woo!
Before leaving the ship, we headed up to the Lido Market buffet for some lunch. We chose a selection of Asian dishes, some fried chicken and some spicy jambalaya. For people with dietary needs, gluten-free and vegan options are available on request.
We just had another great lunch in the Lido Market, and outside you can come and find the menus. So obviously this is a lunch menu here that we've just had, which was delicious, and obviously dinner tonight is here. So as you can see, a really good selection. Right then, so before we get off, we're going to take you on a little tour of the ship. Just Deck 2 to start with, and show you some of the venues, because obviously with lots of people off on land, it should be nice and quiet. Here we are, Deck 2. So this end is the dining room, which, let's see if we can just pop in and show you how lovely this dining room is. This is the... Yes. It's closed because it's on a port day. But this is the lovely dining room where we've had 2 incredible meals so far, haven't we, Paul?
Yes.
Hello. What we particularly liked about coming for lunch here is, like a lot of cruise companies will sit you all together in one section and put you on tables with other people. But they didn't. We asked for a table for 2 and we got a table for 4 and sat with great views, so we were really impressed with that. And as you can see, there's a table for 2s that are on their own. So our biggest tip to anyone is to come in, find tables that you like, make a note of that number, and when you come for anytime dining, just ask the maitre d' for that table number. You may well be given a buzzer to go away for about half an hour until the table's free, but it's always worked for us, hasn't it?
Definitely.
Any other tips about dining, Paul?
None at all, really. I do like these raised areas, and obviously at the back you've got some fabulous views.
The other thing, we were sat with a couple last night, well, not sat right, but talking to a couple, and he had celiac disease, so he needed gluten-free, and he was given a menu, wasn't he, beforehand, for the day before, and he says that they've looked after him very, very well.
And he had virtually the same thing as his wife, but they just tweaked it so it was gluten-free.
Yeah.
So
and the service we've had in here has been spectacular.
Fabulous.
But yes, great art views too. So there's a little look around the dining room. Let's go and see what else we can find. Right, so next up is the Explorers Lounge. Now, for some of you that's been with Holland America before, you might recognise this as the Lincoln Centre. But they've got a lovely little sitting area here, and it goes into sort of like a... What would you call it, Paulie?
Sounds like a conferencey type centre.
Yeah, so they do talks in here.
But they used to have on other ships, before they did away with it, they used to have the classical music over.
That's right. So we've seen a little quiz in here the other day, didn't we? So they use it for whatever's needed, but this is the Explorers Lounge. Then next up is the art gallery, as you can see here. I know lots of people do love art, don't they? It's alright, they've already sold one there. Yeah. But it's just, we don't really get it, do we, Paulie?
Well, you can decide whether we get it or not, because I look at that and I think most of it is a load of old rubbish.
So next, and we just arrived at the Pinnacle Bar. So this is a lovely little area. We do like these funky chairs that you can see here. There's a small little bar that's open once the Pinnacle Grill restaurant, which is a specialty restaurant on here, is open. So it's not open till late, just once food, and it was closed about 10 o'clock last night, didn't it? Yeah, but you can come and have a drink here while you're waiting for your table in the Pinnacle Grill, which, if you can see over there, I don't know if we can go in there and have a quick look. It looks like there's, we can have a quick peep. Let's have a quick peep. And here is the menu. So you can see, there's all your wines, there's your cocktails there, your appetizers,
Excuse me, I'm a bit slow with this.
your steak options, seafood and vegetarian.
Two arms for this, really.
Yeah. And desserts and drinks.
And as you can see on our cruise, if you wanted to book the Pinnacle Grill, which you can do on your Navigator app, it costs $19 for lunch and dinner is $46. But remember, these prices are subject to an 18% service charge.
Look at that. It's an awesome flower arrangement outside the Pinnacle Grill. And if you look over, I'll show you around downstairs another day, but you're looking down in the atrium and up to the rotating, it's like a big rotating globe. Ladies and men toilets are easy to find because of its big bright lights on the sign, but also what I'm loving about Holland America is they have their proper hand towels, not just paper. They have paper to open the door, but they've got lovely products, like we said before, Elemis, and you get hand towels. So simple things make us very happy, don't they, Paulie?
Yes, I think they do.
This is the Rolling Stone Lounge, but they've got a film on at the moment, so we can't show you around. But it's a great venue, isn't it, Paul? We had a great night in there last night.
Also on deck 2 is Billboard On Board, where you'll find the dueling pianos, which gives you an extra entertainments venue in the evening with 3 shows per night. Billboard On Board also has a bar, which is open until midnight, and if you haven't purchased the drinks package, you should definitely head here, as there's a daily happy hour from 3 PM until 4 PM with 50% off all drinks priced at $11 or under. Next door to Billboard On Board and the casino is the Gallery Bar. This is the last place you'll find for a late night drink, with the bar closing at 1 AM. So if you're looking to party into the early hours, Holland America may not be the cruise line for you. The Gallery Bar also shows live sport and has a lovely little lounge area that has comfortable seating, some tabletop games and a selection of board games. It's also one of the few places on board that serves a selection of draft beers. She needs 1 point to be the winner.
Ah, did we draw?
It's a draw.
Ah!
No, I had 4. I had 4, you had 3. So, winner!
Maybe next time.
And last, but not least, right at the front of the ship is the upper level of the world stage. that features shows from the Step 1 Theatre Company, the Cordial Chamber Trio and guest artists. The world stage is also used for enrichment talks. If you are easily confused and get lost like we do, Holland America has got your back. Not only do they have signs on the floor telling you which way you are going, they even tell you what day it is.
So I hope you've enjoyed that little look around. So let's go and now explore Malta, and in particular Valetta.
Even though the ship is docked centrally, it's still about a 20-minute walk into the main city. The best way to get there is via an elevator called the Baraka lift. If you don't fancy walking, hop-on hop-off buses are available in the port and cost €25 for a 3-hour round trip.
Paul's just spotted something for...
Well, if it's not of interest, I'll apologise in advance, but I thought it was very interesting. We're in Malta, we're in the capital Valetta, and look at these motor vehicles. What do you notice about that? The steering wheel is on the right hand side and they drive on the left, just like
us.
The best country in the world, England.
Ah, yes, that is a good observation. So we've come to some signs. We're after the Baraka lift, which takes us up. So let's carry on this way. So if we cross over here, the Baraka lift, here it is. So €1 return ticket, Paulie, look. So that was a little more than a 5-minute walk, wasn't it? I would say if you've got mobility issues, I'd jump in a taxi, which was €10 to this part.
Yeah.
So...
City centre.
€10 to the city centre, yeah. So that would be a better option. So here it is. This is the lift we're going up in. Ooh.
Scared?
That's a bit high.
I thought, I wonder at what point Carole will realise how high that lift goes.
I'll just face the wall. So we've got our return tickets and we go access. And here we are. Wow, that's fine. Oh, look at that. Get me out, quick. Oh, look at that. I can't go in the viewing platform here too, which I feel quite safe because I can only fall that far. Look at our lovely ship there.
Valetta is the capital of Malta and has a population of less than 6,000. It's famous for bars, shopping, dining and cafe life and is the most southern capital in Europe. Valetta takes its name from Frenchman Jean Parisot de Valette, who successfully defended the island against an Ottoman invasion during the Great Siege of Malta. Valetta was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980 and the city has 320 statues. And with the city measuring just 0.21 square miles or 0.55 square kilometres, it's one of the most concentrated historic cities in the world.
What is it?
Down the end.
Spa. Those who don't know, Spa is our sort of local supermarket at home, isn't it? It's been going for years and years, hasn't it?
So near, so Spa.
Exactly. So there you are. Get all your groceries here. Certainly good for souvenir shopping.
So buy one cocktail, get one free now from 11 o'clock.
You're not going to go thirsty.
Didn't
or
say
hungry.
how much one is though.
No. Hungry or thirsty in Valetta, that's for sure. It's just restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. We just sat in the most quirky place that we thought, oh, that looks interesting. And but when we sat down, the service wasn't with a smile, and we had some strange fruit ciders which were called Tough.
They were from Slovakia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you had cherry and I had strawberry and...
Apple.
Yes.
But the seats, it was such a steep hill where you were sat on, you had to be like a mountain goat. And my legs were actually aching more after sitting down than when I was standing up.
Yeah. So we slurped up and we're just going to go and walk the alleys and
The mean streets of Malta.
This way,
Let's go this way.
Let's go this way.
Not a lot of people know that the honeycombed chocolate covered balls were actually invented in this country.
Maltesers. I also spotted Hard Rock Cafe and a McDonald's. So if you want to go somewhere familiar, look, Pandora. Oh my gosh, Massaman.
Carole showing her class now.
We've potentially found some readers. Paulie's trying them out after our hour and a half of trying to get a screw in yesterday, wasn't it, Paulie? Yeah, the red ones look fine. So, yeah, and you can see.
Who said that?
Glass is found.
Yes, and they're a bit like the Insta pole of my camera I use, they're invisible.
But they were €12.95.
€12.95. Yeah.
So that's good for just for a backup pair, isn't it, Paulie? So happy with that. Right then, Paul and I are hot and sweaty now, aren't we? It's really warm. So we've had a lovely wander around Valetta. It's beautiful, beautiful city, isn't it? But we're sat by this lovely Titan painting, and we're both thinking what we would do now to actually jump in there. So I think we're going to get out the heat, head back to the ship, and maybe jump in the pool.
I think that sounds like I had a bit of spray there. And
yeah,
that sounds
lovely.
Like a fine idea. Oh, and again. It's lovely.
Yeah, so Valetta, beautiful city. I'll definitely come back and have another wander around, because I think we've only seen probably a third of it, haven't we?
We've been very lucky that the places we've been so far, which has only been 2, we would definitely come back to again and spend more time, which is nice. So
on this cruise?
On this cruise,
yes.
Yeah, we've been to more than 2 places in our life, yes.
Well, I thought you meant 2 places here.
No.
So yeah, Taormina yesterday and obviously Valetta today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow though we've got a tour of Malta. So we'll be seeing more of the island, so stick with us. But for now, let's go and find a taxi getting back, because we don't think we can find that lift. Well, the lift is actually all the way back there.
I'm confident I could find it, but my legs are weary, and the longer it takes, the longer it will be before I jump in that pool.
So, we asked for a taxi, didn't we, Paulie? And I was quoted €20, and much to Paul's disgust, he refused to pay it. So we've had to walk back.
4 minutes in a taxi, €20. Oh, it's a standard charge. It's facing this way, unfortunately.
But you wave if you want to.
You wave if you want. Yeah, €20 for 4 minutes in the car is like, that's a no from me.
But it's not 4 minutes walking, and it's not 14 minutes as the map says walking if Paul takes you in the wrong direction because you refuse to look at his maps. So we ended up in these gardens and a dead end.
But I'll tell you something, what beautiful gardens they were.
They weren't.
And I still got €20 in my wallet. So that bauble you just bought from the souvenir shop, how much was that?
€8.50.
Yeah, well that was free. No, free, and you got €11.50 change. Think of it. Think of the positives. not the negatives. Don't think about the fact that you can't move your legs now.
Exactly.
And you're knackered. Think about that €11.50 and the free bauble. For more shopping tips, come and see Paul.
Oh, I'm lost for words.
Back on the ship, and after a quick cold shower, we headed straight to the pool. It was absolute bliss. As we were overnight in Valetta, we decided to eat at the Lido Market buffet, where tonight's theme was Mediterranean. We chose our food and headed out to the pool deck to enjoy our meal and watch the sunset over Valetta and the Regent 7 Sea Voyager sail away. As is always the case, and as you can see from the programme, there was some quite diverse entertainment on offer, including the Cordial Chamber Trio at the World Stage, or 3rd Avenue West playing in the Oceans Bar. But as it was such a beautiful evening, we stayed out by the pool watching Caesar, the solo guitarist, until almost 10 p.m.
So we've just come back in from the pool area and watching the guitarist and watching the sun go down. Look, we've got a little elephant.
Got an effort.
Yeah, look at his eyes.
Oh, I've never seen any eyes look so delicious.
Aww. Let me show you the card actually of the two. We've got two guys looking after us, and they've obviously got all the cabins down this neck of the woods. We've got Wahoo and Pony, and they've looked after us brilliant, haven't they?
They've been great.
They've been absolutely fantastic, and that's just another little... Oh, awesome. Let us know in the comments what cruise lines have you been on that do town animals, because you don't get them often now, do you?
They're very few and far between now, I have to say. I must admit, we went on Carnival last year, and they went town animal crazy, didn't they? Hundreds they made.
Year before that?
Year before? Oh my god, is that long ago? So,
yeah.
But yes, definitely few and far between. And Holland America still do the nightly turn down.
Yes.
Which a lot of other companies have stopped as well, so...
We're loving being on Oosterdam.
So cutbacks, eh?
Yes, look at that.
After a quick freshen up, we headed back out for our nightly fix of the amazing Rolling Stone Lounge Band for their last set of the night, Into the Mix.
Good morning from Malta. We're still here.
We are. And it's morning and we're up.
We are.
We had to get up because we're going on an excursion, aren't we?
We're going on excursion.
Yeah.
Look, another map, as you can see from here. Excuse the two sort of bright dots, but that seems to just be on our TV. But we are still in Malta, we're still in Valetta, and we, as Paul quite rightly said, we're going on an excursion. So we're going on a scenic tour of Malta. So we're going to be driving around the island and stopping at some hot spots. But look, someone new has joined us today. Yesterday we had Seven Seas, what was it called? The Regent ship. Today we've got big old MSC Lord Europa. Look at that. She's got a big aft, hasn't she? Can you see right in the middle? That's a big slide. A slide right down from the top to the bottom.
It's a fireman's pub wire.
It is. We learnt yesterday this is the Three Cities over here. It's not Valetta. So you can get there on the hop-on, hop-off bus and have a look around. But today we're going to see more of Malta. What have you got to say about that?
Yes, let's do that then.
And let's go and get some breakfast at the buffet. Good morning. Thank you. So we've got a long walk to the other end again. There's a lot of walking on the port, isn't it? If you've got mobility issues, Malta would be really difficult, wouldn't it? Yeah. So here are the coaches, and we've got a closer view of MSC Europa. Today, turn around Crawley. Today we are 14.
We chose to do this coach tour as it was a way of seeing most of the island in the shortest space of time. We also did the tour so Carole could reminisce about a family holiday she took here when she was just 14 years of age. Malta is an island country situated in southern Europe in the Mediterranean Sea. It has a population of just over 500,000 and is believed to have been inhabited for 6,000 years. It is rich in history and artifacts. It has been ruled by Carthaginians, Romans, Greeks, Arabs, Normans, Italians, French and British, to name but a few, but has been an independent republic since 1964. Malta measures just 122 square miles or 316 square kilometres, making it the 10th smallest country in the world by area. Malta's main income source is electronics, shipbuilding and repairs, financial services, pharmaceuticals and of course tourism. Malta's fruit and veg is also much sought after, particularly potatoes, onions, tomatoes, peaches and blood oranges. As we drove past the outskirts of Medina, we definitely wished we had more time to visit. So when we do return to Malta, Medina will definitely be top of our to-do list. Medina is a fortified city in the north of Malta, which was originally Malta's capital. Dating back to prehistoric times, the city is still confined within its walls and has a population of just 250 people. Other areas of interest on our tour were St Paul's Bay, St Julian and Slima, and in our opinion are definitely worth a return visit.
we're back from our tour.
So I can't stand this side, mate, because you look like you're only 2'7" now.
We're on a slope.
Let me get this side. Look at that, though. We're nearly the same,
So we did the Malta Scenic Drive, and we chose that excursion because I wanted to really get my geography and a bit of history about Malta, because I came here years ago and I wanted to go back to St Paul's Bay and see Bugaboo, and it was lovely. To be fair, we've been sat on the coach for 3 hours. We had 2 stops, so if you're expecting lots of photo opportunities and getting off and on, it's not like that.
No, it's not the excursion for you if that's what you're after.
However, the lady who was our tour guide was superb, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Absolutely superb.
She knew her onions, that's for sure.
She did. And they potatoes and onions, they export to England.
Yeah, see, that's seamless, that's seamless.
Yes. So we've learnt a lot. It's been very informative. Definitely recommend if you want to learn all about Malta and you actually want to get your geography and see parts of the island. So yeah, so we've had a great day. It's only 12 o'clock. We're sailing away at 2:30, so we're going to get back on the ship, grab some lunch. We wanted to show you World Europa's here as well with us, which is one of the newer MSC ships. She looks a beauty, doesn't she?
It's a big one, isn't it?
It is a big one. As you know if you've been following our vlogs, MSC isn't our favourite cruise line. We've done 2 of them now, haven't we? However, we both said that if we were going to do another MSC, it would be on one of these grades of ships.
It does look, the ship looks amazing, to be fair.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much. Oh, perfect. Cold flannels. That's just, horse popping is just on his head. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? And drinks. Perfect. Thank you. Cheers.
I had lemonade, it was delicious.
Yeah, we love the lemonade.
I don't look like a tourist, do I?
Not at all.
No, blending in.
No.
Back in our cabin, we wave goodbye to Malta as we sail away from the port of Valetta. Join us in the next episode where it's the only sea day of the cruise. It's Holland America's famous orange party night, and we head to the main dining room for a Dutch themed dinner. We show you more of this lovely little ship before arriving at our next port of call, Rhodes in Greece.